Assalamu alaikum friends. Today in this video we'll learn about the nucleus or carrion, a very basic and simple way to build your concepts. So stay connected, watch this entire video. Let's start. So very first we will discuss about the discovery of the nucleus. The nucleus was first observed or discovered by the Robert Brown, in 1831 while he was working on the tissues of the orchid plant. So the nucleus is a double membrane bound structure, double layered membrane structure present in all eukaryotic cells. The prokaryotic cells do not contain the true nucleus because they have no membrane bound organelle. So nucleus is always present in the eukaryotic cell, but some eukaryotic cells lack nucleus. Like mammals, red blood cells, they do not have nucleus. Platelets, sieve tube elements, these are some examples of eukaryotic cells which are anucleated or they do not contain nucleus. Now we're talking about the size of the nucleus. The average diameter of the nucleus is approximately 6 micrometers, which occupies at least 10% of the total cell volume. The main parts of the nucleus are nuclear envelope, nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, nucleolus, and the last one is the chromatin material. Now we will discuss about the nuclear envelope. The nuclear envelope is a double-layered membrane that encloses the contents of the nucleus. The space between the two membranes is called as the perinuclear space and continues with the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Two membrane structures, outer membrane, inner membrane. The space between them is called as the perinuclear space. The outer envelope is continuous with the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The envelope is perforated or fenestrated by means of nuclear pores. So many holes or pores are present, which help in the transportations of material in and out of the nucleus. This image clearly depicts the nuclear envelope. It's a double-layered structure, and we'll clearly see the pores. Here is the structure of the nuclear envelope and the nuclear pores. Now the nuclear membrane, same as lipid bilayer, just as the plasma membrane, same structure. The outer membrane and the inner membrane. The outer membrane is continuous with the rough endoplasmic reticulum with ribosomes on its surface. Nuclear pores pass through the nuclear membrane. Now friends, here is the structure of the nuclear membrane, the outer layer and the inner layer. Between there is a perinuclear space. Now the nucleoplasm, also known as the nuclear sap or karyoplasm, the watery or jelly-like medium present in the nucleus, enclosed or surrounded by the nuclear membrane or envelope, and it contains all the enzymes, all the mineral, DNA, RNA, and water. So nucleoplasm is a jelly-like material present in the nucleus. The nucleoplasm is labeled here, the inner jelly-like part in which all the things of the nucleus are suspended. So nucleolus, the round or oval large opaque body present inside the nucleus, made up of ribosomal RNA, DNA, or their proteins. It is the site of the ribosomal biogenesis. The synthesis of the ribosomes takes place over here. The nucleolus takes up around 25% of the volume of the nucleus. Maybe in one nucleus there is one nucleolus, but more than one nucleoli are present in a single nucleus. This is the image of the nucleolus, the large centered part, the large opaque body which is present in the center of the nucleus. Now, chromatin material. Chromatin material is a complex which is made up of the DNA and proteins. It is found in the entangled thread-like, fashion in the nucleus. that condense to form the chromosomes. So many thread-like structures are present in the nucleus. When the cell is just going to begin its cell division, it will form into individual chromosome. It will convert into individual chromosome. This is called as the condensation. So chromosomes are only visible during cell division, which are made up of DNA. Otherwise, we'll see only a mass of threads. Now, here is the process of the condensation. Chromatin and condensed chromosome structure. Chromatin is the entangled thread-like material which is present inside the nucleus when the cell is not divided. But when the cell division begins, it condenses to form the chromosome. This X structure is called as the chromosome. Chromosomes are made up of DNA and histone proteins. Now, the activities and the functions of the nucleus. It stores all the genetic information of the cell in the form of DNA. Hence, it's called as the brain of a cell. A frequently asked question in many exams, why do we call it as the nucleus as the brain of a cell? Because it contains DNA, it contains all the genetic information, and DNA form the chromosome inside the nucleus. Site of synthesis of ribosomes. Ribosome synthesis takes place in the nucleolus. Site of synthesis of RNA and DNA, as well as it's the control center for growth, metabolism, and reproduction of a cell.